What's up, guys and gals? It's time for the latest chapter review for Kengan Omega, chapter 306, entitled Nice to Meet You. Now, I apologize that this video is out at least a day late. I'm recording it here Thursday night, hoping to get it rendered and out here Thursday night over a day late. Just been a bit of a roller coaster of a week. That's why only pre-recorded videos were coming out already this week. But once again, we don't want to get too far behind. We did our catch-up month of April, and we almost made it. And now, you know, the last thing I want to do is be left behind. So, funnily enough, I don't actually have a whole lot to say about this chapter other than I liked it. I liked the beginning part because it made sense why Luhan wanted to make a spectacle of himself, because the news stories are reporting he's anti-worm and he's here to help us and stuff. Him and his associate, who would attack them? Was this a terrorist attack? Was this this? Was this that? You know, and it's like, okay, all right, like he's playing the game. He's playing for the public eye, the public opinion, which sometimes maybe that's part of his plan, and maybe it matters. We don't know, but once again, having the public on your side is definitely going to be an advantage, probably somewhere down the pipeline, I would assume. I'll put it to you this another way. It's better if you have the opportunity to keep the public on your side, better off to keep it, right? So anyways, so there is that. And then we move on to the fact that we have, we actually see Rahito again. And that ninja who cheated to beat him. But, yeah, we see Rahito again, and he's there, like, you know, he's got some of the scruff and stuff like that. He's still training in the mountains. We unfortunately don't see the real Beard himself, but I'm sure he's there. Oma's actually back up in the mountains training, likely alongside him with Kuroki sparingly here and there. Hence why he's back up there. He gets a call from Yamagohan. They go and meet up with, what's his name? Lover Boy or whatever like that. Connector Boy. And Scarface. The Lover Boy and Scarface. Was it Lover Boy? Something like that, boy. Anyways, yeah, so Soldier Boy. Crank up Soldier Boy and then, yeah. That's an old reference. But anyways, yeah, so Soldier Boy and Scarface here. And they basically, they're very chillax. They're very chill. Very Shen-like. In the same way that Oma was very different. You know, Ryuki was always pretty chill. These guys are pretty chill. And I think I saw a comment mentioning, I think this was on Reddit, after the chapter dropped, because I did read it yesterday, that Oma original personality, and now this was rebuffed, but I sort of like this idea that all the Shen clones that we've seen have all been pretty laid back. Yeah, just, you know, don't worry about it, man. It's all good. It's all gravy, baby. You know, they've been all like that. Now, on the flip side of this, we have Oma, who was an absolute fucking tyrant. He was a beast in Ashura. He was like, do you want me to fuck you up? Because I'll fuck you up. He was, you're a little baby bitch, and I can't wait to fuck your shit up. You know, he was right up in that shit, right? So, I'm wondering, once again, somebody brought up, that could be the tiger, because he's the only one that we know of, the only version of the tiger. Everyone else is the dragon or an amalgamation. He's the only tiger. He's the only one with a non-dormant tiger. He's an active tiger. And he's acting like king of the jungle, right? He's like, you know, show me the biggest, baddest bitch in this room, because I gotta crack some skulls, motherfucker, you know? He's been like that. Not to the same degree as Raian, but early Oma was like that. Oma in the inside training under Nico was like that, and he's like that now. He's matured since he got his second bout at life, as he put it. He matured to a degree, especially with his friendship with Yamagohan. That actually really helped him along. So actually, even though people rebuffed this and said, oh yeah, but he's chill now, and that's not exactly, that was from him being raised in the inside and all this shit, I'm like, no, I actually really like that idea. I like the idea that the reason Oma was all like crazed at the beginning of Ashura wasn't just an artistic choice. He developed as a character later, but that was basically the OG personality of the tiger. The tiger is a little more brash, is less of chill and more, he's more like Raian. He's more like, you know, you think you're strong? I can't wait to fuck your day. You know what I mean? So, you know, maybe that's the tiger's attitude. We don't know, but I like that theory. I like the idea. And it makes sense that between his huge character development arc in Ashura with Yamagohan and his second bout at life after the end of Ashura mellowed him out to a degree. He still loves to fight. Fighting is all he wants to do, and he reflected on that. But his second bout really put things in perspective for him, so it became way more chill from natural, organic character development rather than just be told, insert personality because you're a clone. Right? So I like that. I actually really enjoy that theory, and I'm going to agree with that. I forget who said it. It was one Reddit comment. It got downvoted for some reason, but I like that one. I really do. So yeah, anyways, back on track. So they basically say, oh, hey, brother, how you doing? Soldier Boy there and Scarface are like, oh, nice to meet you, brother. Wait, we've never met, so yeah, you're our brother. And anyway, we're here to tell you how to defeat Shenlu Han. Whoa, wait a minute. They fought him once and now they know a key. Do they have a key factor? I'm intrigued. I know most people are like, oh, another cliffhanger thing. And I'm like, cliffhangers are manga 101. You must not read One Piece, baby. You cannot read One Piece because the amount of, and that thing. Well, I am officially going to be 35 years old next year, and I've been waiting over half that life to understand what that thing means, Oda. So people complaining about this must hate One Piece, Dragon Ball, and every other goddamn long-running thing. Because, yeah, no, I don't mind cliffhangers like that. I really don't. It's like, oh, I have the secret to doing this. And I'm like, Because in normal storytelling, in normal plot narrative, we're not going to know this trick or this secret until they fight. Right? That's standard. We're just being told that they might have an insider tip, trick, the secret to defeating him. We're not going to be flat out told it. We're going to witness it because this is a manga. This is not a novel. It's show, don't tell. Tell what you can't show. Show when your media is literally, your medium of choice is literally to show shit. Show it. So once again, I know people will probably bitch about that. I have no problem with it. I like it, and I like how they're chilling. They immediately were like, we need Oma. All right, we're locked up here, witness protection. All right, we need Oma. You know, like, all right, check the time there. You know, I do actually have a watch. I'm just not wearing it. But it's 1:15 Freckle. Everyone's made that joke. So yeah, and then the end part. Oh, Koga Ryuki. Oh my Christ, you were about to get your shit wrecked, baby. And I'm here for it. I'm absolutely here for it. So Raian is back in full form. His artistic, I know people are saying, like, you know, Daro is using a lot more AI and stuff like that. And yes, of course he is and stuff. And we're noticing it. We're seeing the loss of passion, the overworkedness and stuff. And I don't blame the man. I do not blame the man, you know. But the fact of the matter is, these Raian panels look good. They look good. I'm sorry. Like, every Raian panel is on point. Character model is solid as far as I'm concerned. I like his disinterested face. I like his I'm gonna fuck you bitch, you know, face. You know, with the big evil Joker grin. I like it. I like the attitude, and I like the fact that they were like, oh yeah, Koga and Ryuki are all beaten bruised. We finally left this place. It took us like a whole week to barely pass this training, but we did it. Yay! And now we are there. We are ready to be S-tier people, Ryuki. And they're so confident because... And they even pointed out, it was like, oh, they dodged Raian from behind. Because Raian came up behind them, just boom, right between them with a drop kick. And they were just like, oh, well, you know, your bloodlust was like a mile away. We knew you were going to attack and stuff. And he was like, well, way to spoil the surprise, motherfucker. You know, and stuff like that. It's like, all right, so you two ready to take me on? And then it's like, no, this is a man-to-man thing. Koga sits down and it's like, no, Raian. Man-to-man is fight one-on-one. You know, that's the way we're going to take you down. And so it's Ryuki versus Raian. And Raian at the very fucking end of the chapter is just like, first, like, really? All right. No takesies backsies then. And he's like, fucking let's go. I am ready to murder a bitch. Because now this ain't training. Your training's over. Time to show you who's still fucking king around here. You know what I mean? He is going to absolutely... There is no fucking reason that he will not absolutely destroy both of them. He will literally defeat Ryuki and throw him into Koga, sitting on the bench, pretending like they have a shot. at defeating Raian here, you know? And he immediately, like, he's just like, yeah, no, like, this is ridiculous, you know what I mean? If you want to fight, gotta be man to man. And like, are you guys stupid? You can't beat him 2v1. That's the difference. Like, that's the weird thing. Is that this is not a, okay, it's Oma gone through his training and Oma, like, you know, and Oma and Raian were training together and blah, blah, blah. This is not that. This is not a character that we know just unlocked a new power. You know what I mean? This is not a character who just went Super Saiyan for the first time and now he can finally train against another Super Saiyan. It's like, no. They're not, if they're Super Saiyans, Ryan's a Super Saiyan goddamn 3. It's a fucking joke. It's like when Future Trunks came back in DBS and he was like, use your Super Saiyan 3, Dad. I can fight. I'm a Super Saiyan 2. It's like, bitch, we've been Super Saiyan 2 for a decade now. That shit's old news. That shit doesn't, you know, that shit doesn't pick up my dry cleaning anymore. Badass as it was back then, that shit's decades old. We have, and Super Saiyan 3, where have you been? We have God form. We have blue form. You know, we have evolved 5 forms since you fucking were last here. Like, what are you talking about? So, yeah, I'm just like, they are so in over their heads, and they actually have the balls. I'll grant them that. Koga and Ryuki seriously got some very calm, about to be squashed balls to actually think that it's a good idea to try to 1v1 Raian when they cannot defeat him 2v1. If there were 6 of each of them, they could not defeat Raian. You know, 12v1. So, yeah, I love the amusement of this chapter. I think I'm amused because this is just Raian showing off. And as I said, his character model is so on point. It's all this really, like, I really like the huge chin and the big spiky hair and the grit. Like, he's back to his form. He looked good in stubble. I think he looks better with the clean shaved look. I think Raian looks more like Raian like that, right? And it's just like normally you add a beard to someone, they look so much better. With Raian, no. Raian looks better as a clean-shaven dude. He just does. He looks more menacing, looks more badass. I take him more seriously. I don't know what it is. Normally, stubble is the surefire way to be more badass. Clean-shaven works better on Raian. I'm just saying. So, anyways, but that's is what it is. I'm sure I rambled long enough to make as I said, at the end of the day, I like the chapter. You know, it's funny that I wasn't able to get this out yesterday, but I was so exhausted. So it was an emotionally roller coaster of a day, shall we say. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. As always, we'll see you guys back here next time for chapter 307 of Kengan Omega. Hopefully that one, and it should be out typically on Wednesday, just like it's supposed to be. Sorry about this being so late. Hopefully... really late now, Thursday evening into you know, Friday morning, quote unquote. So yeah, and then the One Piece chapter review will follow it sometime tomorrow. So, but thank you guys so much for watching. Have a good one. Hope you guys enjoyed the chapter like I did, and yeah. So, see ya.